This is Forest Lawn Cemetery in Glendale, and just steps away from the grave of Jimmy Stewart is the grave of Circuit Court Judge Albert Stevens Sr., born January 25th, 1874, in State Line City, Indiana, which is on the western side of Indiana, near Illinois. He began his career in Los Angeles as a lawyer and later served as Justice of the Peace, City Attorney, and Superior Court Judge. In 1935, President Franklin Roosevelt appointed him to U.S. District Court for Southern California. Now we are at San Fernando Mission Cemetery, Los Angeles. Just down from this statue, you will find the grave of comedian George Gobel. He was born in 1919 in Chicago and rose from a child radio singer known as Little Georgie Gobel to one of the most beloved comic personalities of the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. He actually served as a flight instructor in U.S. Army Air Force during World War II. His big break came as the George Gobel Show, which debuted in 1954 and quickly made him a household name, earning him an Emmy and cementing his nickname, Lonesome George. I've made my way to Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and this is the grave of German actor Udo Kier. He was born in 1944 in Cologne, Germany, and actually survived a bombing of the hospital where he was born. He appeared in more than 220 films across 5 decades. He appeared in cult classics such as Flesh for Frankenstein and Blood for Dracula. And later in life, he would appear in many movies such as Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Also at Hollywood Forever is actress Valerie Harper. She was born in 1939 in New York and began her career as a dancer on Broadway before moving into acting. She became a television icon in the 1970s as Rhoda on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, and then starred in its spin-off, also known as Rhoda, earning her 4 Emmy Awards and a Golden Globe. She appeared in films like Freebie and the Bean and Chapter 2. She died of cancer August 30th, 2019 in Los Angeles at the age of 80. Judy Garland was born in 1922 and is one of Hollywood's most famous stars. Of course, she will always be remembered as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. But after her death in 1969, she was laid to rest at Ferncliff Cemetery in New York. In 2017, nearly 50 years later, her family made a deep personal decision to bring her back to California. Her remains were moved to Hollywood Forever Cemetery, where she now rests in a beautiful memorial pavilion surrounded by fans, flowers, and the city that shaped her legend. I hope you stick around for the next few minutes and just check out the view from the new Hollywood Forever Gower Mausoleum. It's the tallest mausoleum in the United States and rises about 100 feet above the cemetery grounds. From atop the 5th story, you can see the Hollywood sign. You can see downtown Los Angeles, and you can also see Paramount Studios. From this side, if you look down, you can see the grounds of Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Inside the great mausoleum at Forest Lawn Glendale rests the father-son duo of William and Philip Wrigley. The crypts lie within the memorial terrace. William was the founder of the Wrigley Chewing Gum Company. William's crypt is on the left, and his son Philip is on the right. They are both out of view of the public. Just steps away from the Wrigley family is silent film actress Helen Millardy, known by her stage name as June Caprice. She was an actress in the 1910s and 1920s before her untimely death at the age of 40 in 1936. Inside this beautiful vase urn is an actress from Indianapolis, Indiana, Jeboyna Howland. Born in 1880 and passed away in 1936, she started out in silent films and made her way into the talkies. This is the chapel inside the missions at the San Fernando Missions where Bob Hope is buried. Let's just take a second and look at this beautiful structure. Now we are inside the Bob Hope Memorial Gardens at the San Fernando Missions in Los Angeles. Of course, we know Bob Hope as a great comedian, actor, but he was also a big part of the USO tours of World War II, Vietnam, Korea, and also into the Gulf Wars. And as you can see, his grave is surrounded by beauty. Just a fantastic memorial gardens. And here are the graves of Bob Hope and his wife, Dolores. Bob Hope, 1903 to 2003. And his wife Dolores from 1909 to 2011. Bob was 100 years old and his wife was 102 when they passed. This burial spot is absolutely fit for a Hollywood legend. Now let's enjoy the view outside of the Bob Hope Memorial Gardens on the grounds of the San Fernando Missions.